Revelio.
Completed that errand for me?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio. Mine now, demi-guys.
Thank you again for bellowing those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
Revelio.
Here you found a bit of treasure in the forest. Was never one for adventure myself.
Revelio. Revelio.
You're worrying far too much. No.
Revelio.
Look at that boy. Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these socks. That price can't be passed up. Be thankful you had
Your
one.
obsession with those infernal butterflies.
You're not done.
Father, why is he dancing?
See? And you said the charms come out in the wash, but it hasn't.
Has he been cursed?
Oh, please, can't we take these socks back to Mr. Hill and get me some normal ones?
Papa, can we really wash
Before you
trousers?
ask, I'm all out of
Revelio.
socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself.
Accio. Accio. Incendio.
You took me off my eyebrows!
These rocks have seen better days. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her. Anyone can run a shop if they inherit it.
Revelio. I should investigate.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. Simply at my wit's end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against the rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear.
Revelio.
This is our home.
Alohomora. It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Seems quiet.
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Wizards are running scared, as they should be. Wizards are running scared, as they should be. Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it could get a bit boring. Wizards are running scared, as they should be. You will regret it. Why, it's a ground nice of you to stop.
Arresto momentum. Gringo. Accio. Gringo.
Farewell forever, human. One less human to worry about.
Accio. Confringo.
Come on, dear. Such arrogance.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo.
I'll bury you in the
Accio.
deepest.
Incendio. Accio.
I won't.
Incendio. Accio. Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise. One camp down, one more to go. Revelio.
An intruder!
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Totalis.
You will regret coming here. One less human to worry about.
Incendio. Protego. Accio. Confringo. Incendio.
I won't rest.
Confringo. Incendio.
Dead. One less human. Such arrogance. Andrea!
Cabolsa. Accio. Confringo.
Are you sure you're not a mum?
Protego. Confringo.
No! Get accustomed to that!
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. This place has seen better days. Incendio! Shame I didn't have an audience for that one. Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Accio! Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Accio! Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. That's that. Settled. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Thank you. Sincerely.
New instruments are expensive, you know.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio. Mine now, demiguise. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Accio! Aloha Mora. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Is that influence wearing wooden? That must be bad. Revelio. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Bardolph's wooden jumper. I'm not sure my opponent would want to know what really happened to him. This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next. I'll look after you. Revelio. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. There. I'm not going to hurt you. Revelio. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer. And
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Badolf? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph! Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul!
Come now, don't be stingy.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Now, where did I set my traps? Was it Lower Hogsfield or Upper Hogsfield? I did always like a polite battle.
Revelio. I need to visit the cave to find Sorona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there. Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. Depulsor! That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Defender! Accio! Confringo! That's all the Hawklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Incendio! Confirm! That's all the Hawklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Revelio.
Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Defender!
One less foul hulking brute.
Revelio!